October 13th, 2022. One of the few sunny days we've had in the last 3 months, so I thought I'd film this year's progress. Well, I had some sunshine. It's about 20 degrees out, and as you can see by the flag, it's breezy. So, yeah, kind of cold. But they're calling for snow in a couple of days, so time to get some of these projects finished and get this video shot as well before snow falls. I've already had some snow. Not a lot of new progress this year, mostly just completing the projects I'd started. Got a couple more cabins opened up. I've milled up a lot of that deck that I had there from the spring that I brought in, or timber that's dying. And I'm building some more gravel pad over there, just continuing what I have here. Just, keep expanding the place, building equity. Within the next year or two, I will put a transformer off that pole and run power down the other side of the property to access the cabins that are going down that property line. There's the back side of the rainbow cabin. That's a cell repeater or a cell phone booster. Actually works good. Provides cell phone service down here. Got the well drilled this spring. That's nice to have in, completed. Cabin 2. That cabin has been turned into housekeeping, the maid shack. And we found it's necessary to have all the maid items and necessities down here. I just completed winterizing this cabin, so it's a mess. But yeah, the logs were so stained, chinked, so when I tried to wire wheel the logs, the chinking got spread out. And anyway, I ended up just sheetrocking it, made it into a basic hotel, motel room. Bathroom, not going to show up very good in this widescreen, but I built that shower wall. That size of shower surround was going to be quite costly, and I used that roofing panel to create the shower walls, and it came out good. I might do it again. Much more cost effective. And I just knocked this one out this summer and got it opened up in August, and I'll come in here this spring before it opens back up and finish it. You know, these windows will get trimmed out or painted, and the door will be painted. And I just have a little more work to do here and bring it up to snuff. I rented it out cheap this summer. For the last month or two I had it, and just to get some good reviews, and I did receive some great reviews, and complete the improvements, and this will be 170 a night's what it's booking for in 2023. I'm already getting a lot of bookings. I brought this RV here down. I guess it opened up in middle of June or so, and it was really popular. I have to get Wi-Fi in here for everybody. That's really the only issue they had. You know, I've got the slide out pulled in, and this one's been winterized, but usually that has a nice slide out and then a cover over this deck. And they like the isolation back here, the quiet, and yeah, it's had a lot of good reviews. People are happy with this one. Kind of back here in the trees. And I'll be bringing one of the two at the house, one of the two RVs at the house down here as well. Get everybody kind of grouped up and Put in a fire pit. Everybody's always wanting to build fires. Everybody wants a campfire. Well, I don't want half a dozen campfires scattered throughout the property, so I just built one campfire spot down here that everyone can utilize. And they're tickled with it. It just doesn't take much to make them happy, it seems. They can come out here and build a fire and sit around in the evenings at something they don't get to do at home, I guess. No progress in the gravel pit other than my fire pitch, which got snow all over. But I've cleared a little more land back in that corner as well. Down here out of the wind, bottom of this pit, nothing that can burn accidentally, and access to water over here in the corner. And yeah, firewood for them. So much to do. These short seasons, it just doesn't provide a man a lot of time to get things done. Had snow on the ground at the end of May, and we'll have snow on the ground here in the middle of October. Expanding back in that direction as well, making myself some more room. Sawmill. My fresh slabs on that right hand side of my trailer. And then behind the trailer's last year's slabs, which I'm turning into firewood. No splitting needed, that's kind of nice. Back around to the highway. There's the location where that other RV is going to go. And this little gravel pad, and then that will also be a place that a smaller cabin will go to in the next couple of years, hopefully. The next cabin's being built over here. One of my piles of logs I've got milled. I have a couple weeks of season left here. I hope to get some enough milled up to complete a cabin, but it's going to go here where that water line's coming out of the ground. Hopefully it'll be completed by this time next year. I'm wearing gloves and my fingers are still cold. The Rainbow Cabin was extremely popular this year. It got its name because when the sun shines through the front door, the window on the front door, it creates prisms of rainbows on the walls. All 5-star reviews. Everybody very, very happy with it. And it's actually filling up fast for 2023 already at 250 a night. I'm just now completing this roof out over the deck. Just a little bit more gable metal to put up, and I'll have it finished here today. Put that 6x6 log across the front, and I think I'll remove it. It's just sitting there on temporary blocks, so I don't really care for the way it looks. And it blocks some of the sunshine coming in and the view out of the window. But that may come off of there. But this covered deck will add a lot of extra space for them to put their luggage or whatever. I'll put a barbecue out here, and you know, as much as it rained this year, for example, it would have been very nice to have we could have been out here under this deck. But show off my windows. Everybody really liked the where I turned out these windows, and it's actually very easy to do. It's just live edge wood off the sawmill. Get my gloves on this heater. Warm up my fingers. Yeah, the Rainbow Cabin. It's a mess. I haven't stripped it down from the last guest that stayed in here, and I've been working out of here on this Leave my tools and such in here. Very, very popular. There's a demand for places that can sleep up to 6 people. And I thought I would be... this phone doesn't zoom out far enough to get much of a view in here. I thought I'd be building smaller cabins, and I will a couple, but I can see building more of these big cabins. The demand's so great, and I can pull in an extra pretty nice chunk of revenue in a room this size, you know. And it doesn't cost all that much more to build one that's a lofted 16 by 20 like this one than the 12 by 20s or 16 by 12s or whatever else people are building. And once that initial investment's been made, still have the equity in the building, and of course once again the revenue is much greater. I say $250 a night for this one, and it will be, oh, for sure 90%, probably more like 95% occupancy rate, you know, filled up next year. And pellet stove tends to be too much heat here in the summer, so I'll be putting in a baseboard heater. Letting them use that, but they do like it when it's cold enough. It makes for a nice atmosphere in here. They do like the pellet stove. I built this cabin where I can have all the plumbing underneath here, along with the electrical and everything else, and I can access all of it easily down there. And I have 3 foot to 40 inches worth of clearance. Makes it nice to work down there, but I've ran all the electrical into this cabin out of that breaker box, and you know, all the cabins will be fed out of here that are in the vicinity of this one, and as well as the water will be sourced from this cabin too. So once this is the office / employee housing, you know, we'll be able to access all that instead of interrupting our guests. But sun's getting lower on the horizon every day. Well, that's this year's video of the progress I've made. And if anybody happens to watch this video and like to book one of my cabins at Paw Retreat, you can go onto Airbnb and look up Paw Cabins, and they are available there. Signing off till next year.